Hi, and welcome to Market Update Monday, your go-to source for the latest real estate trends here in Bend, Oregon. I'm Amanda, and every week I break down what's happening in the housing market so that you can make smarter decisions, whether you're buying, selling, or just curious about market values. Are home prices going up? Are things selling fast? Let's dive in, see what these trends mean for you. So today we are talking about Bend, Oregon. And I always use the Beacon Appraisal. The Market Update from Beacon Appraisal Group. They are appraisers here in Central Oregon. They dig into the MLS data and they give us a beautiful report at the end of each month. They are always a month behind. So we got this month in June, which means it's giving us all the information from May and previous. And so let's dive in. Beacon report for Bend. The average home value in Bend was $772,000, which is down from about $832 in April, which was high. So $772 is probably your average here in Bend. As you can see, our trend doesn't go too far off. A few peaks for Bend here and there. And then the number of sales, or the number of homes that were sold in the month of May, were 140. And the homes sat on the market for an average of 22 days, which is low, but higher than Redmond, which is surprising. It looks like we put out 49 permits for new single-family homes in the month of May to be built. And then we also look at, which I've always found pretty intriguing, is the number of people who are taking out a conventional mortgage versus people who are buying their homes in cash. So Bend for the month of May, 79 of the homes sold were taken out with a conventional mortgage. Your conventional FHA, VA, they all really fall into that bucket. And then 49 people actually paid cash for their home. The one that really took me by surprise, as you can see, our graph took a very big upturn here, is that there are currently 5 months worth of inventory on the market for Bend. And what that's telling us is that if we stopped adding new homes onto the MLS and sold our average each month, we'd run out of homes to sell in Bend in 5 months, which is really high. It hasn't been that high in the last 3 years, what I can see. So it's definitely hit its peak. We are definitely flooding the market. Great time to be a buyer because there's more opportunities available to you. And then the median sales price per square footage is $383, which is around average. That price doesn't change too much. So per square footage, $383. And then what I really dove into was this chart, because what I learned is that out of all the homes sold in Bend for the month of May, 30% of those homes were over $1 million, which is crazy. So we looked at this chart for Redmond, and Redmond really just fits here in the middle. Bend really flows onto the more expensive side of things. But what I did find, which was promising, is that the most homes sold for the month of May were between 500 and 600,000. So between 550,000 and 500 and 550, we sold 17 homes. And then from 550 to 600, we sold 17 homes. And then right after that was 16 homes sold between 600 and 650. But another thing that stood out to me, which I really love to see, is that we did have one home sell between 350 and 400K in Bend. We had 2 homes sell between 400 and 450, and then 12 homes sell between 450 and 500K, which is really promising because on the other end of that spectrum, you can see that we sold 7 homes over $1.8 million in Bend. That's a really wide range. I don't think it's really common in a lot of areas. But it really does show you that Bend is, it's growing, it's expanding. We can all see that. I don't go to Bend very often because it is growing and expanding. And I typically stay on the Parkway, which was a beautiful addition. I loved when they opened up the expressway. But I went there this weekend, wanted to drive around the east side, just see how things are going. And what used to be back roads for me as a kid growing up is now full-on housing developments, which is crazy. That new library that they're building on the east side, holy moly, beautiful. But a stark contrast to that side of town growing up. So I know things growing, it can seem daunting, but it's really cool about the opportunities that it's bringing to the area. And we really do live in such an amazing place. So it's exciting to see that people are loving it and appreciating it like we did, ones of us who have been around for a while. So if you found this video helpful, if you could go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you can be notified of every video that I post. But if you are looking to buy, sell, or just have questions about the market here in Central Oregon, I'd love to help. All my contact information is going to be in the box below. And until next time, I'm Amanda. I am your go-to source for real estate here in Central Oregon. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next video.